Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Cardinal Nation, this is Comics Beer TV here. So time for another prediction video as it's this Friday night. We have the Cardinals taking on the Milwaukee Brewers in the first of a three-game series. And well, we have not faced the Brewers since the middle of June, and a lot has changed since the last time we played them. The Brewers basically since then have been the best team in baseball, as they got off to a bit of a slow start the first month of the season, and then basically since early July, they've been the best team in baseball. They had a franchise best 14-game winning streak, and they're likely on their way to another Central Division title, which would be for the third straight year. So, although ironically they got swept this week by the Texas Rangers, so that was a bit of a surprise. And well, for the Cardinals, we were kind of getting swept by the Seattle Mariners, and that was a very disappointing series. And we really could have gained some ground, and we actually did gain a little bit of ground of games. With the New York Mets getting swept 4 games to the Phillies, so we are 4 games back in the Mets for the final wild card spot currently. And well, of course, Cardinals kind of that crazy 13-inning loss to Seattle Wednesday night. And yeah, that was a crazy game. We had so many chances in that game, both teams did. Somehow we got out of several bases loaded jams. And yes, I mean, kudos to the pitching staff. They somehow got us through that, and man, just really wish we could have won that game. So that definitely was disappointing. And yeah, I faced a Brewers team. Like I said, we haven't faced them since mid-June. And they're, of course, led by star catcher William Contreras, as well as outfielders Christian Yelich and Jackson Chourio, as well as second baseman Bryce Terrain. So it's a very solid Brewers team, led by manager Pat Murphy in his second year with Milwaukee. I think has a good chance to win Manager of the Year in the National League. Just of where they were at the beginning of the season and to where they are now, likely to a division title. So, and we'll actually face the Brewers next weekend, which will be our final series at Busch Stadium. So, and really, if we want any chance to make the playoffs, we pretty much have to take 2 of 3 in this series, as our playoff chances are now getting slimmer and slimmer with that series sweep to Seattle. So the Cincinnati Reds and San Francisco Giants are just 1.5 games back currently for the final wild card spot. As things are now getting pretty interesting with the Mets all of a sudden collapsing and getting swept by the Phillies. The Mets, they will host the Texas Rangers over the weekend. They have a pretty tough next couple of series. They'll host Texas and then the San Diego Padres. So, the pitching match for Game 1 Friday, the Cardinals will send Andre Palante to the mound against Quinn Priester for Milwaukee, who's faced the Cardinals a couple times this season. So, and when we faced the Brewers back in June in Milwaukee, they took 3 of 4 from us. When we faced them in St. Louis back in April, we took 2 of 3 from them. So, and but anything can happen. Like I said, Milwaukee got swept earlier this week. So, also, Nolan Arenado and Brendan Donovan could be returning this weekend. They're both coming back from injuries. They were making rehab appearances in the minors, so nice to hopefully get some bats back in our lineup in this home stretch of the season. So anyway, till Friday, comics were saying go Cards.